know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. All right, now who we got in the chat? We got Carla Summers, Sean, Angeli Merck, 7 The Doc Official, Mrs. Jordan, Cache, Michelle Brown, Sephora has entered the chat, Bonita Bocasas, Teal Butterfly, Vanderveer, and Vanderveer, welcome Vanderveer to the mod squad. You are officially a mod. I just modded you, so when you leave your next comment, you'll be able to notice that you are now a mod. All right. Wes Emerson, C. Smiles, Rita Douglas, Tanja, Melissa, Together We Break Chains, Miss Prill, Vanderveer, Chanel Chatter, my mods, Susie Davis, my mods are in the building, Christine, Marie, Sheila McFarland, Night Rider, yes, Carlandra Denson, Velma C, Chelsea R, Winter Goddess, The Jaded Nerd, hey, y'all going over there and check out The Jaded Nerd, he has excellent content, Refuse to Lose, BTS, Lena Lewis, everybody is in the building. My mod, Lynn E. Hey girl, Donna, the Red Lipstick Hustler. Natalie Simpson, Candy Girl, Brandolyn Lee. Hey, you guys. All right, so hold on one moment. All right. So, you guys know that we have always led with integrity over here. I always provide a receipt whenever I do any content, but God is good. Okay. God is good. God will always expose when there's something going on. God will always expose it. And this is not just by coincidence. Now, you guys know that I had, a brief encounter with the lead attorney myself. And, it was giving, all right, brother, you said one thing in my comment section and I thought it was left at that. And then you went on to do this little subtle shade in your video. It got people saying, oh, nobody knew who he was talking about until you did your video. Nobody knows you. Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody knew exactly who he was talking about when it came to the little $140,000 comment that I, when I stated that YouTube analytics and the YouTube AdSense, it just don't add up for her, Tasha, to be paying $3.8 million. And, it was a light little kiki, but he felt the need to do, video content on it, whether it was mentioned 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. But now the title has changed. YouTubers are saying Tasha, it's all a scam. It's all advertising. But now we seem to have another content creator who has been a victim of the lead attorney, okay, and his scam and his, his mission to promote his YouTube course. So let's just jump right into this audio footage. It looks like, okay, so let me give you a background. If you don't watch Nique at Night, she is another YouTuber. And I am subscribed to Nique at Night. She has excellent content. She's been doing this for quite some time. So she's experienced with YouTube, okay? She knows how this thing goes. Now, the lead attorney is not, his tenure and experience on YouTube is not, as long as Nique at Night. He's not been on YouTube as long as her. But he has a stamp of approval from the Manosphere community, okay? He's been stamped and approved. So there are, other viewers from other channels that go watch him because his name is thrown out on these larger platforms, okay? So even though he hasn't been doing it for long, his subscriber base is growing extremely fast. But I was already telling you guys that the metrics and, what he's telling viewers, it's not true, okay? It's just not true about how fast you grow, how much money you make. And now I see that my narrative wasn't fitting his narrative. Me telling people that YouTube don't pay like that, it's not as what you think it is, that wasn't serving his purpose. That was making people, he's like, she got a little bit of influence over there, so I don't want her to be saying things and throwing people off because I'm trying to push this $550 course. All right, so now let's just jump right into it. I guess, he went on down there to do an interview with her. She was covering the Tasha K. Cardi B lawsuit. And because he is an attorney and he's been giving his insight on it, and he was in the courtroom a couple of days, she's like, I'm going to interview him and we're going to talk about it. But it led into him trying to peddle his course on her show. Listen to this.
He can give firsthand knowledge on what he witnessed from an attorney's standpoint. Now, throughout this, he has been trying to sell this YouTube course. On my channel, we briefly kind of brung up the whole course conversation. And when we briefly brought up the course conversation, he was, basically doing an ad on my channel to sell his course. Pretty much. Like, I was doing an interview with him, and he basically was doing a sales pitch to sell his course. And I was laughing it off, and I was talking about it, and I was just like, I kind of feel like you selling people on a dream, and you kind of like selling this narrative that, he's kind of like putting it out there that, like, if you take this course, you're going to be able to hit these numbers and you're going to be able to get 50,000 a month on YouTube, and you're going to be able to get, have 10,000 subscribers, and you're going to be able to have 5,000 a month and all these things. And for me as a YouTuber, I felt like it was a little bit misleading. Now, I wasn't really trying to go into it like too much. I just kind of like was like, okay, I get your paper, but I feel like you're a little bit misleading the folks. Okay. And I kind of try to, kind of had it at that. Now, in my comments, there were people who were talking mess, but then there was another comment of a person who came on my comments, and they were like, I took the course and I learned stuff from the course. Now, I crack jokes all the time. So I was cracking a joke, and it was clearly a joke. It was clearly a joke. And I was saying that, oh, you paid for the course. Listen, since you paid for it, I give you $49.99 for the course, okay? Let me get your login. But it was a joke. It was not me being serious and for real and really trying to swindle and hustle and try to get his course on the low. It was clearly a joke. If you look at my comments, I engage with people who are talking mess, and I engage in people who are giving compliments. I just engage in the comments, like I talk to people. So it was clearly a joke. Like, I was clearly making a joke about that whole course or whatever. And so he took the comment and he screenshotted the comment, and I had like, I think I had sent him something where somebody said that we look like we could be brother and sister. And I was like, child, look at this. People just be saying anything. And so to that, he basically replied, and he had sent me a screenshot of me making the joke of somebody saying that they took the course and it was a good course. And I was just like, I responded to him sending me that because I'm like, yeah, they need to send me the course, LOL. But I was just joking. And that was that. Like, that was the end of communication. Like, he didn't tell me, like, I really find, I really have a problem kind of with this because, I put a lot of work into this course, and, it maybe seems like even though you're joking, you may be trash talking the course. He never said anything like that. Like, I just made the joke, and I was like, yeah, they need to send me the login.
All right. So then basically, once they had their, back and forth, it was really, Nique thought that it was over and done with. She didn't think that it was going to be a thing. They had a private communications about, you know what I'm saying, that it was a joke, and he left it at that. That's what she thought. But then her subscribers reached out to her and let her know that he has this post on his community wall on YouTube. What is up with the beautiful Nique at Night and Unwind with Tasha K? Not valuing black businesses, LOL. I have a YouTube course that everyone is raving about, and now Nique at Night is trying to steal it. And she has 259,000 subscribers. Why take from a smaller YouTuber, Nique? One of her own subs says that my $550 course is worth every damn penny times 10. And here comes Nique trying to buy the code for $49.99. And when I called her out on it, she doubled down just like Tasha K. She said they need to give me the login. Man, we flip stuff on the street. And then she puts the black woman struggling emoji, LOL. And all of this is after I put her on game about starting a Patreon. I explained to her that I started mine 4 months ago and it's doing really well, while she has been on YouTube for 5 years and doesn't have one. I talk about the Patreon game in my course, gave her the game for free, and now she wants the whole course on the low. But she doesn't have any problem going to Target and buying white stuff full price, LOL. Guys, if you want to support Nique, you can send me a Cash App at the lead attorney with the message Go Fund Nique, and I will put your donation towards purchasing her the course. Also, if you would like to see a video about how much money I'm making and about why so many people are excited about the course, click the link here. So this is manipulation 101. Okay, first of all, Nique was clearly joking about the $49.99 thing. She does not want to buy this course. She is a YouTuber that has been on YouTube for 5 years. She has been doing quality content. She edits her videos. She doesn't just get on and do live streams. She actually is one that can do all of it. She can, just like myself, we can edit videos, go live if we want to, and we're good at it. We're good at what we do. He is selling a course for $550, and anyone that stands in his way of peddling this false narrative, that it takes so much to do YouTube, and that YouTube is so rewarding and it pays so well, because look at me. I'm making $50,000 a month. Anyone that stands in the way of that narrative, he starts wanting to drag them. And I noticed that this is a trend, and he has no qualms about doing it, especially if it involves black women. This is what, and this is what irks me about this manosphere, the black man putting down the black woman. They're so quick to, to do that. And they want to appear like they're LOL and laughing it off. The reason that he's got, first of all, you've got Nique at Night and Unwind with Tasha K in this post. And the reason he's doing that is because Unwind with Tasha K is trending. So that's going to, it's going to get your community post to trigger YouTube to put it in the algorithm and come up on people's feeds. Because Unwind with Tasha K has absolutely nothing to do with Nique at Night and you going and saying that she was trying to get the course on the low, just like Tasha K's behavior. It has nothing to do. One doesn't have anything to do with the other. Okay. And so the only reason that was another, attempt to get into the algorithm by using Tasha K's name, you know what I'm saying? And, and putting Nique at Night's name because she's a bigger YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So that was the reason why he did that, because he could have just put Unwind with Tasha K. He didn't have to add it. He didn't have to do any of that. When you add it, it triggers. That's why it's in blue. That's why it comes up as a hyperlink, because you can click on their channels, or you can click on anything that has to do with that topic and it'll take you there. So that was a way to get in the algorithm. All right. Oh, thank you, Millie. I see you. I see you, girl. Thank you, Millie, for the $4.99. Good job. Thank you. So this is, his thing. He is trying to peddle this course, but this is the same thing. I'm like, this is what I was trying to say last week when everyone was saying that I'm reading a little bit more into it. This is the same problem that I had. When you came over in my comment section and you made the comment about not agreeing to the numbers, I thought that it was done. I thought that, okay, we agree to disagree. But then you took that as an opportunity to go and do some content, and everyone knew what video you were talking about. There's no other YouTuber that is on YouTube doing a video exposing Tasha K's income, exposing her YouTube numbers, $140,000 to be exact. That's my video. So people knew who you were talking about. I don't care if I only have 11,000 subscribers to your hundreds of thousands. People knew exactly who you were talking about, and it was the subtle shade, So that's the same. It's not ironic. This is what he did to her. She thought that we had our communication back and forth, text, DM, however it was. I seen the receipts. He put them up as well, like private DMs, private communication. What was the need of putting that up? Like, why are you trying to expose? What are you trying to expose? If anything, you're being exposed. That you have a course that you are very much so invested in peddling to the black community, because you know that people don't understand a thing about YouTube, and they see what you're doing and they equate that with themselves. Well, I hate to break it to you, people in the YouTube world, but if you don't have talent, if you don't have anything that will draw people to watch you, I don't care how many courses you take, you're not going to be successful. You have to have something. There's got to be some type of factor that makes people watch you. You can be giving out content and giving out information that is of value, but if people are bored with you, they're not going to watch your entire video. So I agree with Nique that it's misleading, and that's all I was trying to say last week. It is misleading that you want people to really believe and buy into that all it takes is taking your course or getting on YouTube and anyone can make millions of dollars. That's just not accurate. And when I was exposing the YouTube AdSense numbers, they are accurate. It is accurate. It's AdSense revenue based on my channel, based on Tasha's channel, based on everyone will have different analytics and different values. So no, we don't know. But when you start saying things like Patreon and you're putting people on game and you gave her game, what game did you give her? All you do is create a Patreon account and go live or post videos. There's no game behind Patreon. You're not going to make money that you make as soon as you get on Patreon, and that's what you're misleading. That is the misconception, that the lead attorney makes $50,000 a month and I'm going to do it too when I take his course. Now, if you want to be really deep about it, and if you're going to take this course, what value, I'm not going to say what his value is. I've never taken the course. I don't know. But it's not, to me, $550 is a lot of money for a YouTube information that is actually on YouTube. So I'm offering courses. Yes, I do offer a basic level, intermediate, and advanced. But in his course, his is specifically to live streaming. Live streaming platforms teach you how to use their live streaming platforms. His quality of video is not top of the line. It's not top notch. He gets on the camera, uses StreamYard, and talks. That, to me, my dear, I don't know what you're going to teach. You don't even understand YouTube analytics and how they work and break down any of that. A course valued at $550 should be teaching everyone everything. Editing content, what software, microphones, live stream, the values of live stream versus uploading, how to place keywords, understanding the metrics of YouTube, the CPM rates, what channel is going to get a higher, CPM rate than the other, how to properly niche your channel, what it is that you're going to be targeting, what audience are you going to be. It's a lot of things that go into play. It's not just getting on the camera and talking. So this is where we were last week, and I'm like finding it ironic that there's another YouTuber and a woman, how ironic, a black woman, that now is being, targeted by subscribers and, people commenting saying that she's just jealous. It's a crab in the barrel mentality. Why can't we support black men and black women, black businesses? First of all, I'm not obligated to support any business. I don't care if it's a black business, Latino, white, whatever. I'm not obligated to support any business. I go where I feel like going. Now, this whole rhetoric of black businesses support black businesses. Okay, so if we want to support each other, great. But why would you overcharge your black people? Why would you overcharge and charge $550 for information that is your interpretation? You're not giving anyone a technical, you're not breaking anything. You are trying to teach people how to live stream and make them think that they are going to earn $50,000. First of all, you're not even going to be monetized when you first get on YouTube. You are not going to be monetized. You need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. Okay? That is very hard to get. That's not something that you can just jump up on the camera and do. You're not going to just create a YouTube account and get 1,000 subscribers as soon in a week. It doesn't work like that. Now, if you are extremely entertaining, you might be able to reach out to people, but YouTube has to recommend your videos. That's another thing. When you start YouTube, you have to be recommended by YouTube. They have to promote and get your videos to the audience. They're not going to go, you got to keep in mind, they don't know you. They don't know that you've created a channel. No one has a bell that says bing, 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 new content creator, go check them out. You have to do your own advertising. You have to do your own thumbnails. You got to push your brand, and then YouTube will do the rest if people are watching. It's all a trigger. So you can't mislead people and make them, this is a salesman. This is corny in my opinion. And if you are an attorney, I don't understand why you are making people think that this income is replacing your attorney. Like, no, it's enough to replace well, if he retired as an attorney, then he must be making enough money. I can do that too. It doesn't work like that. And I'm going to show you another thing. Now, a lot of people say, well, he showed his numbers. He showed us. Like, it's on the screen. Well, let me just break that down with the he showed us the numbers. Now, when you go into the YouTube analytics, now this is mine, like as of right now, okay? The last 28 days, what's actually right now, okay? So you can see that you can up here, up at the top right, you can actually choose how you want to present your numbers. So whenever you go into your content studio, it automatically defaults to 28 days and it'll give you what your revenue is right now. But then if you wanted to see what you were making at a certain time, 7 days, 28 days, 90 days, 365 days, or your entire lifetime, or you can even customize it. If you do that, then that number will change. Okay. So if I were to change this and put my entire lifetime, I can get it to say 50,000. I can get it to say 100,000. We don't know what his measure and what metric he used to show that 50,000 or 100,000 or whatever it is. He can customize that date and then show you anything. Okay. If you are making 50,000 a month off YouTube, you're on track to make 100,000 this month. Why do you need to sell courses for $550? If YouTube is paying you like that, paying you more than other content creators that have been doing this longer, they have more subscribers than you, then why do you need to be selling a course for $550? I'm with Nique on that. She made a point and said that, and I'm with her on that. I'm like, girl, you saying exactly everything that I'm thinking. You're absolutely right. But when she said that, I was like, well, he could have showed us anything. And you don't know, you have no idea. Then, like I told you, it all goes into the super chats. If a person is being sent $500, $100, $200 super chats, you're making maybe $1,000 or $1,500 a night with your super chats on top of your ad revenue. It's going to look a little different than somebody that's doing celebrity blogging that has a lower percentage rate, CPM rate than you. You know, their page is signed up as a blogging page and entertainment page, where your page is signed up as an attorney, a real estate, finance, certain things where you're going to get a different type of audience. You might be able to cater to the white audience, you know, crossover. We have a particular niche and we get a certain type of subscribers. So if you list your page as something that can cross over, you're going to get a higher rate, a CPM, you know, a higher return, should I say, higher return on your investment just from the door, because the way your page is set up. All right. So the con, I'm on to you. And I'm not even entertaining that whole conversation. Is he really an attorney? You know, who is he? What did, you know, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. I'm not out to, you know, expose nobody and put nobody's tea. That's his business. If he, you know, has skeletons in his closet, I always say we all do. But when you purposely get up here and you're trying to mislead the public, and then you're trying to walk all over content creators that are giving you their platform, she was gracious enough to extend an invitation and let him be on her show. I don't care what it is that he feels as though he has legal expertise. That's still her platform and it's still her audience. She let you be on her show. So that potentially gives you more subscribers because you're being exposed to an audience that might not even know who you are. You know, she does, like I said, a different type of content. So the fact that she was talking about Tasha K and the trial and allowed you to come on her platform and then you totally disrespected her, that's, you know, that's sad. But it's not surprising because it's the same thing and the same experience that I had. You know, when a person tells you you agree to disagree and we leave it in the comment section, but then you go on to do something different, I'm like, really? And that's the energy I was feeling. And that's exactly what Nique said. We talked about, you know, we had comments, we went back and forth. I didn't think anything of it. I went on about my day. I didn't think, and here he puts that on his community tab, and he knew she had already communicated that it was a joke. He knew it was a joke, but he took that as an opportunity to, you know, drag her or subtly shade her. So that way other people could drag her and other people could put out the narrative that she is a crab in a barrel and another black person that doesn't want to see another black person succeed. Stop giving me that black business, and because I'm a black business, I have to support. I don't have to support any business. Just because you're black doesn't mean let me go down there and buy something from you. Now I'm going to give you, I see black vendors all the time in the mall, and I'll go up and support they have in my town, they have where in the local mall you can I think it's on Sundays, you can go and they have vendors and tables, and it's mostly blacks. It's like a black business expose. And I usually go to every table and I purchase something, even if it's something small, just to support black, you know, businesses and vendors. But just because you are selling a course that is overpriced and we're black, that we must buy it. I'm offering the courses and tiers that I offer. They don't even equal altogether. They don't even equal $550. I would never charge anyone that type of money for information that you basically can put together. And if you have the time and if you have the patience, you can go on and you can get that information for free. I would never overcharge just because I could. Now, when I say you can go find it for free, are you going to understand what you're looking at? That's why people take courses, because you're new to the game, you're new to doing YouTube, and you don't understand. So you're not going to know what to go look for. So a course is recommended because the instructor and the person teaching the course is going to give you what it is you need. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. And a lot of times we're lazy. You know, we don't want to go do the research. Just tell me the information and then I can go do what I need to do. But I'm not trying to, you know, I sell my stuff on, but this is my channel. So I promote and I show my little promo video every time about my course. People email me, I give them the price, and we go from there. But in my course, I'm offering way more information, way more. I'm teaching people about live stream versus uploading, how to upload, how to edit, what software and programs, because most of this is about what you're going to use, what program and what equipment you need. And that's a lot of information. So we're giving you all of that, not just getting up there and teaching you how to turn the camera on and use a StreamYard program. But see, what he has figured out is that people will watch him and they will tune in to his comedic yet educated responses to the legal, you know, the legal system, and be able to break down lawsuits and cases. Well, I always say we can read, and we do that over here because we can read. But people want that security and knowing that I'm actually getting it from an attorney. So it was a brilliant idea, brilliant concept for his channel. And I think that he is entertaining and engaging, but he's a bit of a salesman. He's a bit of a con artist, and that's what I'm starting to notice. I really felt like he had good content. I don't sit and watch it for 3 and 4 hours, but I believe that his intentions are just wrong. His intentions are not in the right place. And he wants to use people. He wants to use people for their money, and he wants them to give to him, super chats and donate. And at the same time, he want to charge them $550 for a course. Nique don't need to take your course, sir. She doesn't need to. $49.99 is probably all it's worth if you're going to just be teaching about StreamYard. And it was obvious to me that you knew nothing about YouTube metrics or analytics, because when I was talking that in my comment section, you had no clue. You thought that it goes off of 10,000 subscribers, this amount of subscribers. Your money, sir, is not calculated, and they're based off of subscribers. And there has been people on your platform that have told you that you're misleading people. And you're making people think that your channel is an anomaly, and that they're gonna, you're doing well, but you're making people think that they're going to be like you, that they're going to be able to tune in and get a channel, and they're going to be able to do what you do. They're not. They're not going to be able to do what you do. A lot of people are going to get frustrated, and they're going to see that it's not what it's cracked up to be, and they're going to stop. There's a lot of people that started YouTube and stopped because it was too much. It wasn't growing fast enough. There's a lot of people like Tasha K that it started and it wasn't moving fast enough, so they started lying so that they can go viral, and then it can bring subscribers. So again, it's all about your intention and all about what your goal is when you get on YouTube. But we have to be realistic. But honey, he can show you anything, honey. These numbers can be manipulated. Okay. You can put down here that 28 days, honey, you can switch that thing up, and you can have people seeing your entire revenue for the whole time your channel has been in existence, and you can just keep showing that. You can switch this up and customize it any kind of way to show any number that you want it to show. So you can't be fooled by people. You cannot be fooled by people. I keep telling you guys, you have to have common sense and use common sense. But a lot of people nowadays want to be manipulated. They want to, they want to feel like, oh, he's rich. Oh, they got money. And it's like, stop it. If everyone had the capability of getting on YouTube and being rich off of YouTube, then we all would be doing it. We all would be doing it. Everyone would get on there, get a channel, go viral. You have to have an it factor to be on YouTube. You're not going to just blow up. So people, stop thinking if you purchase this course that you're going to be like the lead attorney and make $50,000 a month, if that's even true. And see, that's why he didn't want me to be talking about the Tasha K AdSense numbers, honey. It was giving exposure. Like, oh no, ma'am, you can't be telling these people that YouTube don't pay like that. You can't be, because then they're not going to want to take my course. You're messing up my potential revenue. Listen, get your paper, do what you do. But liars, I'm not with it. Con artists, manipulators, I'm not with it. I don't give a damn if you comment me out of one side of your mouth, but then you shade me on the other. And that's exactly what is given with him. He, like someone said before, he builds you up just to break you down. Compliment you first, then drag you all in the same time. It's just terrible. Terrible. So now I see what the motive was. And it's just not giving. I'm really disappointed in the lead attorney. Like, what is your, what is your game, dude? Like, you want to sell this course? Okay. But dragging people and bringing them into your mess, leave people alone. You want to do your thing, but don't manipulate the public and try to paint a narrative about someone. This was pathetic. This was pathetic. It was clear that Nique did not do, what you accused her of doing, trying to get this course on the low. Girl, honey, she don't need your course. She's doing just fine. She built her channel to where it is. She's almost at 300K. She doesn't need your course. And I'm pretty sure she could afford to pay $550. Pretty sure. The quality of her videos, the quality of her set, her equipment, everything she's using is way more advanced than what you got going on down there to, the StreamYard set or whatever that you got going on. She's way more polished, and I mean, to insinuate that she need to get anything on the low is absurd. So, honey, I just wanted you guys, to know that I seen what was going on in the streets. And I said, this is what God always does. He protects his children's, okay? I tell y'all, I'm not going to steer you wrong. I'm not going to put out any false information. I saw this when he did it to me, and everybody said I was overreacting. Well, what are the odds and chances that you would now see another YouTuber and a black woman come out with the same experience? Okay, I don't know Nique at Night. She doesn't know me. We've never had a conversation ever. So the fact that I would have this experience and now her, that's not a coincidence. This is who this man is. His motive is to make money. All right. Now you do the lives. You want to send them all them cash apps. That's on you guys. But it's a game. It's all a con at this point. And when you start using people, that's when, I start side-eyeing you. And I gotta walk away. I'm like, oh no, I won't be supporting, won't be watching. I won't be doing any of that. Stay on over there, conning and grinding and conding. You want to con and grind, honey, pimp, do you? All right, do you, pimp? Because, honey, it's definitely pimping vibes to me. You out here pimping this course, selling this course that's not worth nothing. The shit information you giving, people could Google it. Like, stop. So, that's all I got to say about that. Dare you guys. This has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys be sure to like this video, share the video. Most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Lead Attorney, we are on to you, buddy. We are on to you. Now, listen, I'm a commentator. I comment on what I see. You know what I'm saying? This is my show, and I could talk about who I want to talk about, just like they can talk about me if they want to. But I'm not for the fuckery. I'm just not. And I'm my foot going to be on people next that is not, that are doing fuckery. They doing fuck shit. And this right here is fuck shit. Okay? So, y'all have a good night or good day. Bye.